Hi everyone, Matthew here at AAWeatherWatch, taking a look at the weather through the course of the coming week, through the rest of Monday the 22nd through to Friday the 26th. The main emphasis this week is on a lot of dry weather after today. There has been some showery outbreaks of rain, which I'll highlight shortly, in a region of this cloud here on satellite imagery. However, through the rest of the week, emphasis again is on a lot of dry weather as high pressure dominates, and importantly, it will become very warm and humid through the second half of the week. Either Thursday or Friday is likely to produce the highest temperature of the year so far. If I just progress through the latest satellite imagery, you can see a region of cloud moving across the country that has brought some outbreaks of rain and showers this morning, particularly across some northern and eastern areas in association with this region of cloud here. However, I bring your attention to this region of relatively cloud-free skies to the southwest of Ireland, and it is within this region here that an area of high pressure is beginning to develop and will move up and across the country through the rest of the week to maintain and bring about predominantly dry weather with increasing amounts of sunshine, and then eventually a very warm south or southwesterly flow towards Thursday and Friday. Taking a quick look at latest rainfall radar images, you can see those showery outbreaks of rain across particularly northern and eastern areas of the country so far today. These are beginning to clear away, and with the exception of a few showers, generally through the rest of Monday, predominantly dry weather will become increasingly widespread, with some brighter sunny spells and certainly feeling pleasantly warm in any sunshine through the afternoon. So let's take a look at the forecast weather charts now to put some details onto the forecast through the course of the coming week. Just quickly focusing on the rest of Monday, you can see those showery outbreaks of rain across some northern and eastern areas through the course of this morning and into the early afternoon, but they do clear away, and as you can see, the cloud does break to allow for some brighter sunny spells through the course of the afternoon and into the evening. So we move through the course of this evening and overnight into Tuesday, and it is high pressure which then begins to develop from the southwest. However, what the high pressure will bring, particularly within the short term, is quite a lot of cloud through into Tuesday. So we move into Tuesday the 23rd, and you can see high pressure is influential. Many areas do start the day dry on Tuesday, with some bright or sunny intervals, particularly across some northern and eastern areas. But otherwise, there is a lot of cloud across the country. Through the course of Tuesday, the cloud will begin to break, again, particularly across some northern and eastern areas of the country, as you can see here. And this is where the highest temperatures will be on Tuesday afternoon, potentially 18, 19 or maybe even 20 degrees across some eastern areas, whereas the further south and particularly the further west you are, then given this southwesterly flow off the North Atlantic, then it will be quite cloudy here through most of Tuesday. Now we move through towards the end of Tuesday and overnight into Wednesday, and it is high pressure which continues to dominate the weather. So as you can see, little in the way of any active weather. By the time we get to Wednesday, yes, there will continue to still be some bright or sunny spells, but variable amounts of cloud are likely as well. But otherwise, little in the way of any active weather, plenty of dry weather, and pleasantly warm, particularly where any sunshine does develop. Now, by the time we get towards the end of the week, Thursday and through into Friday, and this is the end of Thursday, for example, looking through into Friday, and what is expected to happen, the high pressure is forecast just to drift away to the east of the British Isles and Ireland, and then this allows for a very warm south or south-southwesterly wind to develop off the near continent, and as a result temperatures will quickly rise on Thursday and Friday. It will become very warm to end the working week, increasingly humid as well, and by the time we get to the end of Friday, there is then potentially the risk of some locally heavy and perhaps even thundery downpours developing from the west, as you can see on the latest forecast chart for Friday. But otherwise, Thursday and Friday will be predominantly dry still. Again, just watch out potentially for some of these heavy showers to arrive from the west by the end of Friday. But otherwise, it will be a very, very warm end to the week, potentially locally hot, temperatures well above average, and it will again be increasingly humid as well. So moving on, and let's take a look at the temperatures now through the course of the coming week. Through the rest of Monday, temperatures quite comfortably 16 or 17 degrees in some sunshine this afternoon, and feeling pleasant enough. Temperatures overnight tonight not falling too low, around about 7, 8 or 9 degrees in the countryside, 10 or 11 across more rural or urban areas. Temperatures through into Tuesday, and temperatures do recover through the course of Tuesday. Highs of around about 17, 18, maybe even 19 degrees Celsius, so pleasantly warm through the course of Tuesday, and this is a little sign of what is to come towards the end of the week. Temperatures by night this week generally on the rise, and particularly warm nights will develop from the middle of the week onwards. Now temperatures into Wednesday just beginning to increase. You can see 18, 19, 20 degrees quite widely into Wednesday, and a particularly warm day will be in evidence, especially where any sunshine does break through the cloud. We get towards the end of the week, and this is when temperatures really do particularly pick up. As you can see, highs comfortably 20 to 22 degrees Celsius, perhaps even 23 or 24 degrees in some urban areas in particular towards the end of the week. And it will be particularly warm at night as well. Minimum temperatures generally no lower than around about 14 or 15 degrees, so on some rather uncomfortable nights on the way towards the end of the week, given obviously how high temperatures will be by night. So let's finally summarise that in our weekly weather summary. Monday the 22nd through the rest of the day, it has been a showery start, particularly across some northern and eastern areas, but these clearing to mainly dry weather with some brighter sunny spells and pleasantly warm where any sunshine does develop through the rest of the day. Tuesday and Wednesday, mainly dry conditions set to prevail as high pressure becomes influential. Some brighter sunny spells despite variable cloud at times. It will be pleasantly warm, and again especially so where any sunshine develops. However, all eyes are then on the end of the week as it becomes very warm indeed, increasingly humid too. There will be some brighter sunny spells, perhaps some prolonged spells of sunshine at times, but there may be a risk of some thundery showers arriving from the west later on Friday. So that's all the details for the week ahead. As ever, I'll be back with you on Wednesday, clearly taking a look and focusing on this development of some very warm weather through the second half of the week.